Hey guys, and welcome back to KLW Reptiles YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title, I am going to be showing you how to properly mix up your Crested Geckos diet and show you the consistency that the diet should be when you feed it to your gecko. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first is you're going to pick out your diet. It's going to depend upon the diet that you pick as far as how much powder to water ratio. On the back of Pangea, for example, which is what we're going to be using in today's video, is going to be a guide as to how to mix up your diet. It is typically a 1-to-2 ratio, so it's normally going to be 1 part powder to 2 parts water. On this particular one, it actually says that it is 1 part powder to 2.5 to 3 parts water. Since we have so many geckos, I have a system as to how much powder I choose and then how much water I choose. Today we're going to be using the Pangea Fruit Mix Complete with Insects. So the red bag, I normally just tell people to just get the red bag. The first thing we're going to do is measure out our 1.5 cups of powder. Sometimes I overfill just a little bit, depending on how many geckos we have to feed for the day. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our water. I always like to add the powder first and mix. So even though this is more of a watery consistency, this is going to thicken up over time, and typically I will prepare the diet about 20 to 30 minutes before I actually feed, so that I know that it is thickened up the majority and I do not have to worry about having a watery diet when I feed. Some people will actually put this in a blender and go ahead and blend it up. For me to do that is just one extra step, and I only have to dirty 2 utensils and 2 tools to do this. So I prefer to skip the blender and just give it a good whisk. It is already starting to thicken up. Sometimes I will actually make this more of a goop. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and put it into this squeezy bottle so I have an easier method of dispensing it out. I always grab my rubber spatula, and we are just going to go ahead and fill this up. I always use a rubber spatula to make sure we get all the food so nothing goes to waste. When it comes to the watermelon flavor of the Pangea diet, I will have to add in a little bit less water because it does not thicken up as much as this diet does. Over time, that is something you will figure out with the different diets that you feed, that sometimes some brands and some flavors of those brands may be a little bit more watery in consistency, and you might have to add a little bit less water to get it to be a bit thicker, or you might actually have to add more water because it thickens up a lot. So this right here is going to be a great consistency. As I said, it will thicken up a little bit more when it's at this consistency. It also does not dry out as fast as a thicker consistency diet would. So this is going to be great, and it'll last a day in there for them so that they have plenty of access to it. Sometimes when I do a thicker consistency diet, it will actually dry up within the first 12 hours. And some geckos, I've noticed, will wait to eat their food until it has sat there for a little bit for whatever reason. Now, I don't think that I would be doing you guys justice if I didn't show you any footage of some geckos eating in this video. So let's go ahead and go do that.